I really do like this lip oil. Super hydrating. Hey beauties, welcome back. It's me, Lydia Marie. Welcome back to the channel. Today, you guys, we are doing a shop my stash makeup look. You know, I did not shop during the month of September. I put myself on a timeout, but in October, I acted like I was on supermarket sweep in the makeup stores. I bought some stuff. Yeah, I did. So we're going to be shopping my stash today with some new products that I have in my collection, and also incorporating some of my tried and true products that I have been loving, some things that are almost empty, and we're going to come up with this cute fall look. So if you would like to see that, I hope that you would keep watching. If you're new here, hi, my name is Lydia Marie. Welcome to the beauty family. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button and turn on those notifications so you don't miss a thing. You guys, let's go ahead and get into it because I got some good makeup today and I'm actually feeling this look. I'm using the Fenty contour stick, the Fenty matchsticks in the shade Truffle. I've loved this for a really long time, and this is about all I have left of this, so I'm trying to get through it. Oh, I should have been prepared, girl. Let me get my mirror. It feels like I haven't done makeup on camera and talked through it in a really, really long time. And you guys know with this technique, I'm actually going to curve my contour up a little bit, just a little bit of drama to kind of curve out my round face. With this technique, you can go a little bit ham with the product because you're going to blend it first, and I just really want a chiseled contour today, so I'm just gonna take it up, and this technique just highlights the cheekbones a little bit more. And yeah, you can kind of go ham with this because you're going to blend everything together. I love how crazy it looks before it all comes together. I'm going to take a thinner brush, an eyeshadow brush, and just go down my nose with this contour, and then we're going to add the blush. Add the blush next. For the blush, I'm using the e.l.f. Liquid Camo Blush in the shade Bronze Bombshell. I really like this one, and because I want to use like an autumn tone blush on top of this, it's totally fine. I know it looks bananas, but we're gonna roll with it. And for my concealer today, I'm trying something that is new to my collection. This is the Estee Lauder Futurist. This is the Soft Touch Brightening Concealer, and I have the shade 4W. I have been wanting to try this forever, but they never have my shade in the store, and I was not able to swatch it in the store until I went to the cosmetics store, which is at the outlet mall, and they had this. It's normally $36. They had it for half off. Yeah, I like the little doe foot applicator. It has a little divot in there so you get a lot of product. So I'm just going to try that as my under eye concealer today, and I'm just going to put that right here as the first step in the highlight. And now we blend. To start blending out the contour, I'm going to be using this little dense brush that I found that I forgot I had from Real Techniques, and I will have it linked below. Of course, I don't have my glasses, but it is the Real Techniques 213 brush, and it's just a dense blending brush, and I'm just going to use that to start blending in that contour. And I'm simply tapping it in because I don't want it to move. I want it to still remain chiseled. Bringing it up just a little bit more, and this is going to give us the little chiseled effect that I love. My next favorite part of this process is looking like this, but then getting a brush with a little softer bristle. This is the e.l.f. Ultimate Blending Brush, and then I'm tapping the blush and concealer all in together, and I'm bringing that up a little bit higher. I like that a lot. I don't know why. I don't know why. It's just something about not caring if this is so super precise but still blending. And then I'm going to take the contour that I have right here on my forehead and just blend that as well. And y'all know the process. I know it looks crazy, but we're going to get through it. Trust me. It's going to come together and look so daggone good, like it does every time. To highlight, I'm going to be using my MAC Studio Radiance Concealer in the shade NC27. And I'm just going to go here. I'm going to put that brighter shade out here, a little bit higher down here. and in the middle of my forehead. I like how much product you get on this MAC concealer applicator. I only had to dip my wand once and it's still so much on there. And I'm going to blend this out in the same way. Again, we're not adding foundation just yet. I don't like to use a ton of foundation. When you use this method of underpainting, it gives me a chance to just carve out the highlighted and the contour portions of my face, add the blush, and it gives me just like a flush from within look, and it also gives me the nice brightness underneath. So when I put foundation on, it's not nearly as much, not nearly as much powder and things like that. Okay, instead of the flat one, I'm going to go in with this one from Real Technique. This is the softer concealer brush that I like to use, and since this has had a second to dry down, we're just going to go ahead and tap in that highlight color. And I'm just making space on my round face and just kind of giving it some shape, like so. And I'm going to take it and do the same under my eye and on the side of my nose. If you notice, I'm not putting concealer right up under my lash line. I already put a little bit in the corner of my eye. I'm going to let this portion be the brightening effect and have the brightness come from here on up instead of right underneath my eye. That's a great trick if you have mature skin like I do. My fine lines are only under my eyes right now, thank goodness. So I don't want to highlight them. And also my under eye is the driest part of my face. So I never want to highlight that, but I do want to have the brightness. And I just take that up the same way that I'm taking up the concealer. We're going to move on to foundation. I'm using my Estee Lauder Double Wear in the shade 5W1. And I don't have to use a lot of this. I really, really wish they would start making this with a pump. Like, it is 2024 Estee Lauder. We need a pump on our foundation. But thankfully today I'm not putting this everywhere on my face, so I'm going to use about that much. And I'm just going to put it in the areas where I need the foundation. And let's see, where's my good foundation brush? I'm going to use my foundation brush from BK Beauty. This is the 101, and we're going to tap this foundation in. Full coverage. So I tapped it in with the brush, and I'm just going to blend that with whatever I had on this brush. It looks stunning though. This foundation never disappoints. It never disappoints. And I'm just going to take it around the perimeter of my face and blend it down. And in the middle. I didn't even color correct, which I like also about doing the underpainting technique, because I don't need to color correct as much because the contour, the blush, and the concealer going underneath, it covers so much. Even though I have this rock size pimple right here, I could have color corrected, but I'm not even worried about it. Let's just finish up with the foundation. I am done blending the foundation. If this foundation, I get asked about this one a lot. If this foundation brush is back in stock, I will link it below. I have a link for it, but it has been out of stock for so long, and I think sometimes they just bring this one back as limited edition. In the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and spray my face after we've added all the cream product in and melt everything together. You can tell I've been shopping my stash because I did, this Charlotte Tilbury is almost empty, and I also emptied out my Milani Make It Last setting spray, so I'm down almost 2 setting sprays. So I've been doing good. Even though I've been shopping, I've been doing pretty good with emptying things out this month. And while that dries down, I'm going to go over my brows with my Got To Be glue. This is the brow gel, hold gel, and I'm going to fill them in with my Anastasia Beverly Hills brow pencil. Brow definer, and then we'll come back and finish the rest of the face. Starting on the eyeshadow, I'm going to prime my eyes with the MAC Paint Pot in the shade Painterly. This is a tried and true product for me. I love it as an eyeshadow base. Not only is it tacky, but it's a nice neutral shade, and it pretty much works to help any type of shadow pop on my eyes. I just either take it with my finger or a brush and blend that in. I have a couple of new eyeshadow palettes to choose from. You guys know I recently picked up the Makeup by Mario Ethereal Moonlight palette. I've really been enjoying this palette. I take reviews on Sephora with a grain of salt. A lot of a review, I take them with a grain of salt. I'm just gonna leave it there, but I was glad that I actually tried this palette for myself because I really have been enjoying it. I also have this little mini palette from Natasha Denona that I got at Sephora. This is the bronze one, and it's got some cute transition shades. But even with all of those, I'm gonna dip back into my ColourPop Gone Matte palette. I have not used this much since I got it during the Ulta, what was it, 21 day fall extravaganza sale they had a few weeks ago. I don't know, it's always a sale, but this is what that one looks like, and I really like it because not only is it neutrals, but it has all mattes. There's no shimmers in here. So we're gonna play around with this palette today and see what makeup look we can do with an all matte eyeshadow. I'm starting off with this transition shade here. It's called Shaggy, and that's just gonna act as a little conduit between any other shadows that I put on today. And I'm using a brush from Morphe, one of my blending brushes. This is the Morphe M453. I got an eye booger, hold on. All right, let's tap that in. I'm gonna go right underneath with the shade Blanky. The shade that's right underneath it is like a taupey brown, and I'm gonna pop that right on top and just kind of build up the intensity of that transition shade. And I'm using the same brush. These blend out really nicely. ColourPop to me makes some of the best eyeshadows. They've been consistent over the years. Some people don't like them because of they have some fallout, but the fallout isn't terrible. It's just, you just tap your brush and it's fine. But to each their own. Makeup is not one size fits all. I always say that, so it's okay. Alright, so we got a good base. Let's pick out a lid color. Taking a little bit of a smoky shade. This one is called, what is it called? Powder Puff. And I'm going to pop that just a little bit in the corner of my eye. One day I would do an eyeshadow look that is not a little bit smoky on the outer corner, but today is not that day. One day though, maybe. But not today. Today I want to go with a little bit of intensity in the outer corner of my eye like so, and I'm literally just using a tiny bit on the tip of this brush, and I'm just gonna take that right there. I don't want it to be too deep. That's just enough. Yeah, I like that color though, Powder Puff. Just tap that in and just being a little precise with that brown. Not too smoky, not too crazy. On the lid, I'm going to take this color called Butter Up, and that is also a matte shade. So I'm just going to take a little bit on a brush and just kind of tap over. I like that. This is pretty much my signature eye look. Something light or shimmery on the lid, a little depth in the crease, and a little smoke in the corner. I mean, yeah, you could do it something different, but work with what's working. That's my motto. So, you know, I'm sorry if it bores you. But hey, I like it, and I hope you like it too, since it's so easy to do. So for my mascara, I use my e.l.f. Lash Extender Mascara. This is one of the best from the drugstore because it is a tubing mascara. And so it gets all over your lashes from the tip to the tip. I mean, it's such a great mascara, especially if you're someone like me and you have baby lashes. That's a great one. I decided I need a little zhuzhing up on my eyeshadow look. So I'm going to add one of the ethereal shadows from the Makeup by Mario palette. I think this is a good way to do a little high-low because the ColourPop palette is so inexpensive. And then this one you have is a little bit more pricey. So I'm going to add this Goldie shade. Like this one, this is the one I've been reaching for the most. It's kind of like a champagne color, and I'm just going to use that just a little bit as a little bit of a topper. We can glam up the look just a little bit. Perfect. That just did it. That just did it. That's exactly what I was looking for. Exactly. On the top lid, I'm going to be using the Sephora 12 Hour eyeliner. This is a brown one. I don't think they have names. They probably do, but I sharpened it so much. Oh no, it does have a name. It's called Tiramisu. My bad. This is the brown shade. And I'm just going to take that on the very corner of my lid. Not as a wing, just a little depth to that. And actually I'm going to tight line just a little bit to really make it pop a little bit more. And on the bottom lash line, I'm going to use the shade Coconut. This is also from the Sephora collection. These will be 30% off on Friday. These will be 30% off on Friday. I'm just saying they are regularly $12 regularly, so they'll be 30% off. And I'm going to take this and just in the corner right here, just for some brightness. Like before we continue, I thought that the part of me setting my face with powder recorded, and it didn't. And there's no need to fake the funk and try to do it now. But just so you know, I set my under eye with my Wet n Wild Photo Focus powder. This is in the shade Banana. I use it all the time. It's almost empty. And then of course I went over my whole face with my Sephora Micro Smooth powder. This will also be on sale for 30% off. I talk about them all the time. Feel free to view my Sephora recommendations video. Now we're going to go ahead and do some bronzing, and I'm going to use my Fenty bronzer in the shade Island Ting. This is almost done. As you can see, the Fenty insignia is poking through, but I still love it. And like I said, I'm still trying to be conscious of shopping my stash and using up what I have. And I'm just going to take my bronzer, this bronzer, and just kind of go right where I did the contour underneath the foundation, and just do it in the same way, just like that. Now we're going to do some blushing, and this is the Black Radiance. This is the Artisanal Baked Blush in the shade Toasted Almond. I did a shorts video about this a couple weeks ago. The best drugstore blush that I've tried in quite some time in powder form. Black Radiance is a Black owned brand. It's not a new brand by any means, but they are quite affordable, and you can find them at Walgreens. I know for sure at Walgreens, Target, and Walmart for sure. But look at this color. It's so pretty. It's a perfect shade for fall, and a little bit goes such a long way. So I'm just using the same brush that I had the bronzer on, and I'm just going to do it in the same way, kind of like where my contour was, and go up like that. You guys know how I like my blush. And now we can finish up with some lips, because the face is together. Yes. So for the lips, we're going to do another high-low situation. I'm going to be using the NARS Explicit Lipstick in the shade Body Heat. I was given this at Sephora, but it is available at Sephora and Ulta and Nordstrom. And then I'm going to line my lips first with this shade from NYX. This is the Rebel Kind lip pencil. I pretty much buy this every fall because I go through it so fast. It's a chocolatey shade. It has a little bit of red in it though, so I think it'll go really, really well with the lipstick, because the NARS lipstick is a satin formula. Ooh, that's sloppy. Maybe I should stop talking and focus. Hold on. Yeah, it's a gorgeous brown, and it's quite silky and blendable. It's a soft type of lip pencil. You can wear this on its own. I mean, the girls love Rebel Kind. It is always sold out at Ulta, but I was able to get one. And then this is what Body Heat looks like. I'll swatch it for you. It's got more red in it. So it's like a reddish brown. Forgive me for sniffling. I just sneezed in between takes. So let's just put this here. And it is such a nice silky lipstick. Like, it feels like a NARS luxury product. So that is Body Heat, and I don't think it needs gloss per se, but we're gonna put some gloss on because I'm just being myself. So I'm gonna use a touch of the Anastasia Beverly Hills gloss, and this is in the shade Goldie, and I'm just gonna tap it here. I'm not gonna do it all over. Just like that, and let that be the lip combo. But look at the blush and the lip and the eye. Perfection, if I say so myself. So this is the final look. It came together really well. All those complexion products play together so well, especially with the bronzing underneath everything, or the contouring underneath everything, Estee Lauder, and then adding the color back. I think it came together really well. Let me get you up close. Stunning. stunning. So if you've made it this far in the video, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. I would truly appreciate it, and that lets YouTube know that I'm out here doing my thing. And if you haven't already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and join the beauty family. Hi again to my new subscribers. Welcome to the family. So glad to have you guys here. I really do enjoy shopping my stash and using the makeup that I already have. Like I said, I did some shopping this month. The sale season is coming up. Sephora, also Nordstrom, it is sale season, so I'm trying to really do a good audit of what I already have so that I don't keep repurchasing the same things and buying things and never using them. It's just a waste of time and space. So I really wanted to come and shop my stash with some of the products that I've been loving this month and some of my tried and true makeup that I also adore. So thanks again for tuning in, you guys. I will see y'all back here very, very soon for a new video. I told y'all October is going to be litty over here on the channel, and it has been. I've been enjoying myself this month. Thanks again for tuning in, you guys, and I'll see y'all back here real soon. Bye.